Hello and welcome to another video. In this video we're whipping out the Ricoh CX5 again, but this time we're not reviewing it. We're actually taking some pictures with it here in Berlin, and yeah, I'm gonna be giving you some tips on how to get started in street photography. So let's begin. So the reason why I'm using the CX5 today instead of a better camera is because I've kind of grown a little fond of it, because it doesn't have a lot of the advanced features, and I don't have to dial in any manual settings and whatnot. I just use it in auto mode, yeah, I've been thoroughly enjoying using this camera. And today we're going to be taking pictures in the black and white mode. Now there's two basic methods for taking street pictures. The first is the fishing method, and the second one is the hunting method. In the fishing method, you would ideally find a nice location that you like, a nice frame, and once you found a nice frame, you basically position your camera and you wait for a subject to appear, and then you hit your shutter button. And that's what we're going to try out first, and then we're going to move on to the hunting method, which we'll talk about later. For example, here we have these two pillars, and in between these two pillars I can actually frame the church at the back, and maybe we can have someone walk like right here. That would make up for a nice photograph. So just like that. Oh, she walked off pretty quick. So I've pre-focused the camera, and I'm just gonna wait for an interesting subject to appear across my frame. Yeah, that's not bad. But we can obviously look for other symmetrical or even asymmetrical structures. For example, these two pillars here. There's some sun coming in as well, so we can make a nice frame out of these two pillars, and hopefully we'll find hopefully we can get a nice picture here. I see someone's coming. That's nice. I think I got it. Happy with that. It's not, I will not stop here, but I'll continue taking some more to get an even better picture, but I think I'm happy with this for now. So this is basically the general idea of this technique. You just find a frame, and you stay there with your camera until a nice subject passes through your frame, and you just capture. This is a very nice place to take pictures. This is basically the National Gallery over there, and this is the surrounding area. You can obviously take very nice pictures here. Yeah, so the fishing method is going to work out really well in a location like this. The good thing about the fishing method is that it gives you a lot of time to kind of pre-focus, frame your shot, and think about your composition. I personally prefer this method of shooting over the hunting method. Yeah, so that's the fishing method done. Now we're gonna go ahead and try the hunting method, which is essentially just running around, try and find interesting subject matter and photographing them. this is not my favorite method of shooting, because obviously there's a very high chance of like missing your shot, because by the time like you pick up your camera and focus and all that, you might have missed your chance to take the picture. So I took my gloves out because my hands were freezing. It's pretty cold today. It's -3, I think. This is the Ricoh CX5, and I actually made a full review on this camera on my channel, so do check it out. I'll leave a link in the description down below. I really like this camera actually. It's yeah, I never really understood like you know, why people actually like these compact cameras until I picked this up for 35 euros, and I'm really enjoying it ever since I got it. So take a picture of this couple. Alright. This is a nice location. Of course my camera lens is not wide enough to get the whole thing, but it's quite interesting. So when I first started taking pictures, I actually used to be very confused, you know, about like what to photograph or not to photograph, and I always questioned myself before clicking the shutter button, you know. But then I read somewhere that you just need to take a picture of anything that you find interesting. You don't need to overthink it. Like if you find a scene nice, calm, beautiful, you just take a picture of it. Like I said, you don't need to overthink it. Even the best photographers in the world don't take a banger on each click. So yeah, don't sweat it, just enjoy yourself, you know. So another tip that I have for you is that do not get caught up in the resolution, megapixels, you know, sharpness and all that stuff. Street photography is not about, you know, how good your camera is. It's about how good you can capture a scene, you know, and capture the emotion of the scene and all that stuff, rather than, you know, it doesn't necessarily have to be the sharpest or the cleanest photo of all time, you know, as long as you capture the right emotion in the image. And I actually spend a lot of money on cameras as well, so and the funny thing is, these cameras never improved my street photography. They were just a waste of money for me. So just pick up any camera that you can, doesn't have to be expensive, and just take pictures, you know. That's the best advice I can give you. So we have a drunk guy doing weird things under the bridge. Yeah, at least we got our shot. Obviously in the beginning it's gonna be a little scary, you know, taking pictures of someone, but you know, all you have to do is just, you know, smile, nod, and keep walking. If somebody like notices you taking their picture, 99% of the time people won't even come and confront you if they notice that you're taking their picture. They just keep walking, you know. Okay, so this is going to be the end of this video. Hopefully you learned something new. Hopefully the tips that I gave you were going to be helpful in your street photography. Yeah, I'm going to end this video here, and I'll see you in the next one. And I'm going to go take some more pictures with this camera until the battery runs out at least.